What's up, guys? Brian here again with EBFG TV, here with my buddy Mike after a huge 3-0 win against FC Dallas, first leg of the Western Conference semifinals. What are your kind of general thoughts on the match?
Well, I will say this. Look, I was not expecting us to jump out to that type of lead that early, but going into Frisco, up 3-0 in the aggregates, we're one goal away from basically clinching, our trip to the Western Conference Finals. Basically, I've got full support for this team, and I've got full confidence that we're going to do it down there in Frisco.
Absolutely. Now, assuming, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, assuming we do that, there's still one game left in that LA-Colorado series. LA up 1-0 obviously so far, but who would you rather face in that next round, assuming we go through?
I would rather have Colorado just because of the fact that LA has been our Achilles heel every single friggin' year in the postseason. And it's ticked me off every year that we lose to them. So I would take Colorado over LA any day. But currently right now, I think I would take anyone because with what Brian Schmetzer has done with this team and with what he has basically cultivated into a winning franchise, throughout this entire season, I'm confident that we can take out anybody who comes our way.
I feel the same way, especially after watching that display tonight. That was ridiculous.
It was.
A lot of players tonight that you could probably pick as maybe our MVP. Nico had a couple of goals. Jordan had that beautiful assist. Jovan had his beautiful assist. Obviously, Valdez with the goal. Ozzy and Roldan holding it down in midfield. Who is your man of the match tonight?
I will say this. Look, it's difficult to choose a man of the match when you have a game in this type of a caliber because, let's face it, Nelson Valdez – I'm going to say this. Nelson Valdez is just – I'm so happy for the guy to get those goals where he needed them. And it's tough for me to decide a man of the match. Really, if you go with MLS man of the match, you go with Nadero or Nicholas Ladero. But really, I've got to give my man of the match to the entire team because I cannot pick one individual or I can't pick one individual player because this win would not have happened unless this team played together as a whole unit. So that's why I'm going to give my man of the match to the entire team. And of course the Emerald City supporters. You can't go wrong with that. You're here in Seattle. Yeah, there we go. You're here in Seattle with the Seattle Sunshine, and you open up the Western Conference semis to the Supporters Shield winner. And you dominate this team 3-0 in the aggregate. You have the Emerald City supporters behind you. You have your team behind you. You have an amazing intern coach. So really, I'm going to say this. The man of the match is the entire Seattle Sounders team and the entire Emerald City supporters. I can't go wrong with that. It's just impossible to decide one person.
I can't complain about that at all. I got one final question. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Are we going all the way?
Yes. Because I will say this, look, I hate to say it, Ziggy, or no, I don't hate to say it, but you were the problem. You were the biggest problem that the Sounders had, and ever since you have left, Brian Schmetzer has done a tremendous job with this team. He's brought chemistry that this team hasn't had in a long time. Yes, we've missed Clint Dempsey, but you look at what we've been able to do without him. It's just been so incredibly impressive. This team can do no wrong, and if this team plays the way they played tonight against, Colorado or against Frisco or FC Dallas for one more, and then either LA or Colorado, and then they go into the MLS, there's nothing that this team can't accomplish. I truly believe that this is our season. Look at what Cleveland's doing. First LeBron James. I hate to throw Cleveland in that mix. I hate to throw Cleveland in the mix. But you know what? This is our season. The Mariners did a great season earlier this year. They came close to the playoffs, so this is our year. They're right there on there. So this is our season. We are going to take it all the way. I don't care who comes in our way. We are going to dominate every single game from this point on.
That is the attitude that we want to hear here at EBFG TV. This has been Brian and Mike for EBFG TV. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And thank you, man. Appreciate it.